Hello, YouTube. I am going live today to give you the three biggest mistakes people make when onboarding a team, whether you're in network marketing, direct sales, online marketing, whatever it is. If you are building a team, you need to watch this training video because people really mess it up. They really mess it up. And the number one thing that people do that is wrong when onboarding is they become someone's one-on-one coach instead of relying on tools or systems that they can build upon, right? What you really want is a system that is duplicatable that you can plug absolutely anybody into without any experience. And so you should be leading them down the line of very, 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 very simple tools. So number one, you would add them to a group chat so that if they don't have access to ask you questions at a certain point in time, they're supported somewhere else. Number two, you're going to add them to a team page. You ask them to tell you when you add them to that team page, okay? And you don't do anything else. You don't put any other information in front of them until they accept that invite, okay? Then you're going to tag them in a really simple welcome video. That welcome video is a 5-minute video that is like, hey, we're so excited you're here. If you want to build a business, great. If you don't want to build a business and you're using products and you're just curious, we're happy you're here too. But we are going to rock and roll. And this is what we stand for, right? Your mission statement in your welcome video. That welcome video will point them to the training tools. Now, if you become the guru, then you're going to spend hours in your inbox. You're going to spend tons of hours in your inbox going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Look, if you have a system where you can point people to tools and there's videos that people can plug into and share with other people so that they don't have to be the person that is educating, that's what this is all about. The bottom line is that it's got to be duplicatable for your people. Okay. So stop being a one-on-one coach because that's not duplicatable. Spending an hour onboarding, going on a Zoom, doing all that kind of stuff is not duplicatable, especially if people are running full-time jobs, part-time jobs. They're not doing this full time. The last thing you want to do is overwhelm them. Right. And if you spend an hour onboarding them and coaching them into all the things they're doing, they're going to think that every person that they bring into the business, they're going to have to spend an hour coaching, working through all this stuff. So you don't want to do that. Point them to tools. And if you don't have a system or a duplicatable system, that's something that I actually teach in my 6-figure profit plan. It's a year-long mastermind where you can come in and learn all the skills that you need to break through 6 figures in your online marketing business. I also have a free group on Facebook called Life Transformed. That is totally free. It'll help you set up your Facebook profile. It'll help you learn how to reach out to people, how to grow your network. It'll help you overcome some of the challenges that many first-time online business builders will meet. So if you need access to that, please reach out and ask. You can just search Life Transformed on Facebook, or you can message me or comment below, and I'm more than happy to help you. Okay. Number two, the second biggest mistake that people make is they give too much info too fast. They say, hey, have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? No, because people have lives and they have kids and they have business and they have work and they have life, right? So people don't often go and do all of the things. Now, what I didn't understand, and this is going to lead into number three, what I didn't understand when I first got into online marketing is that I didn't understand that not everybody wanted to build a massive business, right? They didn't want to build $1 million business. They actually probably wanted to make a few $100s a month. Actually, to be perfectly honest, when I came into the business, I thought, oh, I'll just make a couple $100 extra, right? I don't have any skills. I don't have any education. I don't have any experience. I don't know how to do this business. But if I could just pay for my products and not go in the hole, then I'll be okay, right? I very quickly realized what I had my hands on and started working harder and doing more and learning more skills, much like you would if you went to university, except for you determine your paycheck in this industry. And so I was doing more and more and more. But I realized very quickly that not everybody wanted to do that. Not everybody wanted to. So 80% of people that come into your business, those people want to be there for support, community, to learn some skills, maybe to feel good with the products. They love the products, right? But they won't be off to the races on the first day. The following 30% will be, right? The 80% are there to make between $200 to $500 a month. That's it. 20% of people, or sorry, 10% of people, did I do the numbers right? I don't even think I did the numbers right. 15% of people, those are the people that want to make a few $1,000s a month. And then only 5% of people want to make more than that, right? So when you look at it that way, some people are going to be onboarded through your system in 3 days. the go-getters, the people that want to hustle, right? Other people are going to take a week or 2 weeks. Some people are going to take a month. But if you're sitting there pushing and pushing and pushing and asking, you're actually making them feel like crap for not working harder, and they might quit before they even start. So too much info too fast. Adding them to one chat for support, adding them to one team page to watch a welcome video. And don't do anything else. Wait until they come back and they watch the video, because your welcome video will lead them into a training. At the end of that welcome video, you'll lead them into a training that everybody should watch, right? You want to make sure that they watch that welcome video because they're showing you if they're coachable, right? If they come back, you say, yeah, I watched it, but they start asking you questions that were in the video, I just say, go back and watch the video again and take notes, because you want to watch the video so that you know what's in it, so you can plug other people into it, because that's duplication. That's where your money is at. That's where the magic is at. That's where the time freedom's at, right? Then number 3, you haven't taken the time to find out what their goals are and how much time they have to put into the business. Because for someone like me who works full time from home, I have all the hours in the day that I can work and put time in. I don't. I'm very intentional with my time so that I have a lot of free time with my family. But when you learn to do the right things and not waste time, you can do business in small increments a day. So somebody that's coming in that wants to make an extra $200 a month and has 2 15-minute coffee breaks in a day that they can work their business, they're going to have a different onboarding than somebody that comes in as a mom who's lost her job, who wants to be at home full time, and she's ready to hustle to make a couple $1,000s a month, right? She's going to have more time available and is going to be more focused on building a business than the person that is working a full-time job and has a family and all the other things, right? And so you need to know the goals of your people, and you need to know how much time they're going to put in there, how much time they commit, right? Because my goal is not to be the guru. My goal is to set up people so they are independent from me as quickly as possible. I want them plugging into the tools, learning the tools so that they can plug other people into them. That's my goal, is to make people independent. Much like that's my goal as a parent for my daughter, is to make her independent. It's not to do everything for her. It's not to tell her what to do or teach her what to do. It's to teach her concepts so that she becomes independent and goes out into the world and makes good decisions, right? Same thing here. When you are onboarding people, you are not someone's boss. You are a coach, you are a mentor, you are somebody that is going to meet them where they are and move through this as quickly as possible. Now, what gets you into trouble in network marketing or in MLM or whatever is that you might have goals, right? You might have goals in your business that you want to hit. And so this is the biggest mistake, and this is probably better than the 3 biggest mistakes that I just gave you. This is the biggest mistake people make, and they push their goals on other people instead of taking absolute ownership of their own business. So this is what this looks like. Maybe you bring in a new team member or a new distributor, right? You do that once or twice in a month, and then you don't have anybody else coming in because you haven't worked on your recruiting skills. You haven't worked on your conversation skills. You don't know how to offer what you have to people without making them get their back up and say, no, I'm not interested, right? You haven't figured out how to do that yet. Again, something I teach in my 6-figure profit plan, how to reach out to people without being slimy, right? Instead, you should be going in and having these conversations with people so that they understand where you're at. And the biggest mistake would be me pushing my goals on them and me working with those 2 people, 1 or 2 people that came in last month, but I haven't brought in anybody else because I haven't been working on my skills or talking to enough people, right? That's the biggest mistake in network marketing right now, is that people don't talk to enough people. They're not asking the question enough because they're so worried about feedback. Whereas they don't realize that so many people out there need this right now. They need to work from home. They need to work from their phone. They don't want to be out in public. And what an incredible opportunity you have in your hands that you're holding from somebody else. But your job should be to consistently focus on recruiting. So if you're bringing in 3 to 5 people every single month, you're working with new people all the time. And it doesn't matter that the first couple of people aren't working as fast as you would like them to get to your goal, because you're going to bring in some more people. And then the following month, you're going to bring in some more people. And then you know who you work with? You don't harass the people that come into your business. Like, you don't bug those people that maybe aren't as motivated or as quick to start their business as you. Instead, you bring in new people. And the people that are sitting over here that haven't quite started their business yet are going to see new people come in. They're going to see those new people promote to new places in the business. And they're going to think, okay, I got to get my butt together. I better message her and get my business on track, right? but I am not following people like over and over and over again, following up with them and getting them to do things for me, because that's not my business. My business is not to get people working. My business is to support people. Instead, I should be focused on my recruiting and onboarding people simply, clearly, and consistently. And that's how you build a big business, right? Too many people focus on trying to make people work and they go into management mode, and you're not somebody's boss. This is a volunteer army. These people can leave at any time. And you'll find that if you don't do these three things when onboarding, or you don't heed my advice, which is fine. If you don't need my advice in getting to know people and what their goals are, and you focus on your recruiting versus focus on their performance, you'll have people quitting as fast as you can bring them into the business. So you'll notice that your team will stay at 10 members for a very long time, even though you're bringing people in, or it'll stay at 100 members, very long time, even when you're bringing people in, because even if you're bringing in 100 people every month, or 100 people a year, and 50 of them are quitting, and then you got to bring it, it's going to take you a lot longer, right? When your job is simply to keep people around the campfire and get them excited enough to start doing something. Now, you don't push that on them. You just create a community and a culture. Again, something I talk about in our 6-figure profit plan. You create a community and culture that nobody ever wants to leave, because they feel so good and supported in that space. So I hope that this helps. I hope you have an awesome day. And if you need any clarity on what I said, please feel free to reach out on YouTube, on Facebook. You can email me at info@christinawhiteley.com, WHITELEY. I am more than happy to help. And I'll be back on YouTube. We're at it again. Bye for now.